examples with respect to the projections and the specific weaving specifications. Okay. So with respect to your projections, first what we are going to see, if you take generally any projection, either it is a parallel or perspective, first you have to check into the view specifications. View specifications with respect to the weaving plane and weaving plane reference point and weaving plane up vector, then normalized coordinator weaving plane, then projection reference point, direction of the projection, and center window point, then weaving reference coordinate. See, when you are going to write into your OpenGL function, you will select if either parallel or perspective projections, and if it is a parallel, if you use GL ortho for orthogonal projections, and else you use GL frustum, where you consider the values with respect to the window x with respect to x and y, as well as the depth value. Okay, so there when you are going to view the plane, you use GLU lookout function, where you use the camera view as well as the up vector value, then a reference point. Okay, so here we have the coordinate values with respect to x, u with respect to y, v with respect to z, n, and this is your weaving plane. With respect to this weaving plane, you have the weaving plane with respect to this weaving plane view up, weaving plane up vector value, then the reference point, then through which axis you are going to view the particular weaving plane, so you can bring back to the normalized coordinate of the particular weaving plane. Okay, when you consider the viewport coordinates with respect to this particular weaving plane, okay, so you can consider the weaving plane viewport coordinates value u minimum and v minimum to u max and v max with respect to x and y, and x and y with respect to your weaving plane z. Okay, so general view specification, when you consider, you take the value with the weaving plane reference coordinate, as well as weaving plane normalized up coordinates, and the project reference points, direction of projection, central window which the origin point axis starts, and the viewpoint reference coordinates. Okay, and when you are going to consider a arbitrary 3D view, which we already discussed in the projections with respect to your modeling the coordinates, and you are converting to your, either if you are going to view through parallel or perspective. Okay, so when you are going to consider with respect to the parallel projection, the direction of the projection, with respect to your perspective, center of the projection. All right, so based on this, you are going to take any cube. Okay, the canonical view volume for parallel projection is defined by 6 different planes, where the weaving planes with respect to back as well as front. Okay, so if it is a front face projection or back face projection, it changes based on your weaving volume. So, and you are going to view from z, then your z value is going to be 0, and the weaving plane coordinates, where you can check X window minimum, Y window minimum near, as well as X window maximum, Y window maximum far. Okay, so back plane as well as front plane, with respect to that you can take the value where X equal to -1 and Y equal to -1, where Z equal to 0 with respect to this viewing plane front, as well as X equal to 1, Y equal to 1 and Z equal to -1. Okay, and similarly with respect to your perspective projections, here it says about the direction of the projection. When you consider here the center of projection, it is infinity over here in parallel projection. And in perspective projections, when you take considering the value with respect to your reference point of given X, Y, Z, okay, the same way back face plane as well as front face, the projection plane, which is defined by 6 planes, okay, where you will have the minimum as well as maximum coordinates, X window minimum, Y window minimum, Z. Similarly, if you take a cube, okay, and similarly, yes, what happened? Okay, fine. So when you are going to view the canonical view volume for your perspective projection, okay, with respect to which is defined by 6 plane, one from near as well as another one from far, with respect to Z, X, Y and Z coordinates, where you can consider here X is going to with respect to your perspective projection, okay, and when you take the value as the view plane with respect to X and Y, and XY viewing plane, and your viewpoint from Z axis, and your values are going to change with respect to X is going to be 1, Y is going to be -1, and Z we are going to consider as Z minimum, okay, minus Z minimum, and with respect to the other far plane, where you are going to consider X equal to -1, Y equal to 1 and Z equal to -1 with respect to your Z viewing plane, okay. And there are few example values when you are going to look into arbitrary 3D value. So using this you can do the calculation as well as the simulation we also will discuss, okay. So example values with respect to your viewing parameter, where you can take the viewing reference point with respect to the world coordinate, okay, where you can take the value 0, 0, 54, and viewing plane normalized coordinate value with respect to world coordinate 0, 0, 1, and up vector value 0, 1, 0. Then your project reference point that we take it with reference to your view plane reference coordinates. That value is 8, 6, 30, where your view plane reference coordinate with respect to your window coordinates, where you will take -1, 17, -1, 17, okay. And with these values, where you are going to view the projection type as perspective, where your front and back face projection is optional, okay. Either you can use or you can just check through your projection type, okay. These values you can compile through the any simulator, okay, where you will see one simulation, like we have different tools. One of the tool is FlexiSim, okay, that you can install by yourself, and you can add the models and you can apply the values and you can check it, okay. And Steps for implementing the normalizing transformation matrix for parallel projection. First, what you have to do, translate the view reference point to the origin. Okay, if any given values where you are going to translate to origin. Why? Because when you are going to do the serial of modeling, first initial, what you are going to do, you are going to translate to the origin point, then rotate the view reference coordinates such that your weaving plane normal n axis, which you consider as z, okay, where aligns with z axis. We have with respect to with respect to x coordinate, your u axis, as well as with respect to y, v, and with respect to z, we have n axis. So rotate viewing reference coordinates is that weaving where your v plane, when you are going to write the normalized coordinate with respect to z, which aligns with z axis, also u with x and v with y axis. What you have to perform? First, you have to translate the weaving reference point to the origin. Okay, number one, that is translate your reference point to origin. Then shear, it is not necessary, okay, but not necessary for what? Only orthographic projections, okay, and such that direction of projection is parallel to z axis, okay. So then translate and scale into parallel projection canonical view volume. When you are going to consider this parallel projection calculation, first what you have to do, you have to perform the given view reference point to origin. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to rotate the translation with respect to your view reference point to origin. Then you have to perform the shear with respect to parallel projection where it is not necessary for orthographic projection. Why? Because it is going to be perpendicular to the weaving plane. Okay, then you are going to translate and scale into parallel projection, okay, as given canonical view volume, right? So step 2, what you are going to do, you are going to do normalizing transformations where you are going to rotate view reference coordinate such that through your viewpoint normalized coordinate from z axis, okay, and this as said, if your weaving plane, this is your weaving plane and this is your viewport, the viewport coordinates with respect to x minimum, y minimum, x max, y max, this is your defined boundaries where you are going to do the normalizing transformation with respect to weaving plane, which through the z axis on your xy plane, okay, considering your viewpoint reference as well as up vector, okay, and central window coordinates, which will do the translate from the given origin point, okay. And here when you are going to do the pipeline process, first what you have to do, you have to translate the view reference point to the origin. So for that, what we are going to do the operation, rotate translation with respect to your view reference point to the origin, then perform the shear operation with respect to your parallel projection where it does not require for orthographic projection. Why? Because it is perpendicular to the weaving plane. For that it is not required, for others it is required, okay. So perform your shear operation with respect to your parallel projection, then translate and scale into parallel projection. This about this matrix calculation that we already discussed. You can just go back the old slides and you can check it, okay, where you will get the final normalized projection with respect to the parallel you will get when you apply these model of transformations, and overall combined transformation matrix for parallel projection, where initially in the pipeline process you take the world coordinate system view volume to the parallel projection canonical view volume is with respect to your bring back to the normalized parallel projection. As I said, you have to bring the viewing point reference point to the origin. For that, what you have to do, you have to apply the rotate transformation with respect to view transformation view reference point, okay, on your viewing plane. Then you have to perform the shear operation, where it is not required for necessary for your orthographic projection. Why? Because it is perpendicular to the viewing plane. Then you have to perform translation and scaling. Okay, when you want to perform the shear, as you know the shear transformation matrix, and where with respect to your parallel, where as I said it is direction of projection, with respect to your perspective, that is center of projection. Okay, here in direction of projection, where with respect to x you are going to take x by z, and with respect to y by z on the viewing plane, which you consider on n axis, that is with respect to z. Okay, and here shear, when you consider x by z with respect to shear x, y by z with respect to y in your parallel projection. Okay, and when you next about your translation as well as scaling. Okay, with respect to the translation, where if you take the viewport coordinates of u max plus with respect to x and u minimum divided by 2, and comma next value is v max plus v minimum with respect to y divided by 2, and front plane, and with respect to scaling, where you are going to do scale of 2 divided by with respect to x, where you are going to perform u max minus u minimum, which means with respect to x, if it is a value x2 minus x1. Similarly, with respect to the viewport coordinates, with respect to y, y2 minus y1 comma 1 by your front plane minus back plane. Okay, where it says about what? Front plane and back plane. It says about the depth value. Okay, and so overall about your parallel projection, okay, which perform from in the pipeline process, where if you are going to take any model, when you are going to view finally as normalized screen coordinates, the initial world coordinate system view volume to the parallel projection canonical view volume, when you are going to bring down to normalized viewing screen coordinates, the process of operations are involved initially with respect to your viewing reference point. You have to bring back to the origin. For that, you have to perform rotation and translation with respect to your viewing reference point. Then you have to perform shear, where shear you have to perform for except orthographic projections, and then you have to perform translation and scaling. Okay, and these all what you are going to bring down the parallel projection coordinates to normalized screen coordinates, which means this will be after you clip down the values to normalized screen coordinates. Okay, so when you are going to after clip down the values to the normalized screen coordinates, so you have to consider the viewport values. So series of process in first, second and third with respect to your translation and scaling, you are going to consider the viewport coordinates, where viewport coordinates with respect to x and y and front panel in translation, then scaling and scale of your x, viewport coordinate of x, y and your depth value with respect to front as well as back panel, near and far with respect to your depth value. Okay, this is with respect to the parallel projection. And in similar way, where you are going to implement the perspective projection, same way translate your viewing reference point to the origin, and rotate your viewing reference coordinates such that where you have with respect to z and axis and x and y, u and v. Okay, so here translate such that center of projection at the origin, where in parallel projection we consider direction of projection. When you take center of projection in parallel, it is going to be infinity. Okay, so here translate such that the center of projection or perspective projection at the origin, then shear such that center of line view volume become z axis, then you have to scale such that the view volume become the canonical view volume. Okay, with respect to given viewing plane. Okay, and when you write the scenario with respect to your perspective projections, the transformations what you are going to perform, you are going to bring the viewing reference point to the origin. So you are going to perform for that the series of action is rotation and transfer. You are performing the translation to bring into the origin. Then here you are going to check the center of projection. Okay, translate such that center of projection is at the origin. So for that you are going to perform the translation with respect to projection reference point. The projection reference point says about the center of projection. Okay, then the next you are going to perform shear. Okay, here shear does not change. Why? Because shear you are going to do with respect to the weaving plane. If it is that axis, you are going to perform shear x as well as shear y. Okay, is same. Okay, so you are going to perform the shear, then you are going to perform the scaling with respect to perspective projection. Okay, in parallel projection it is normal. Why? Because it says about direction of projection, whereas here in perspective projection with respect to the center of projection on your reference point, so that first you are bringing the particular view reference point to the origin, then you are performing the translation. You are performing the translation with respect to your projection reference point, that is the center of projection. Then you are performing shear, then you are performing scaling. Okay, so scenario of cross section of viewing volume after first three transformations. After first three transformations, the first transformation with respect to your view reference point to the origin, then you are going to perform the translation, then you are going to perform the shear. Okay, first three transformations, right? And with respect to what? With respect to your viewing reference point, and you are bringing to the view plane to normalized screen coordinates. Okay, and here the comparison you can see with respect to parallel projection and perspective projection. First, in parallel projection, you are going to take the view reference point, viewing volume reference point to the origin. So for that, you are performing rotate and translation to the given origin point. Then you are going to perform the shear operation. If it is z-axis, you are going to perform shear x as well as shear y. Then you are going to perform the translation, which is normal with respect to the parallel projection, and you are going to perform the scaling, right? Here, this translation and scaling, how we are doing the translation and scaling, you are going to perform based on your viewport coordinate values. Why? Because you are bringing to normalized screen coordinates, okay, so that you are going to perform the clipping. So after taking your viewport coordinates, you are going to perform your translation as well as the scaling. This is the series of the values what you are going to process in your parallel projection, okay. And in perspective projection, first we are performing the viewing volume reference point to the origin, okay, by performing the operation rotation and translation. Then here you are going to translate with respect to your projection reference point. Here what you are doing, here you are performing the translation with respect to the viewport coordinates. Why? Because here it says about direction of the projection. When you consider in the parallel projection, center of projection, it is going to be infinity, okay. So here in perspective projection, you are going to consider the translation with respect to your projection reference point, okay. Then you are going to perform shear. In both projection, shear plays the normal role only, okay. Only it does not require for orthogonal projection. Why? Because it is perpendicular to the viewing plane. So in orthogonal projection, you are not going to take the shear calculation. Then you are going to perform the scaling, okay.